company was started by my grandfather and my father in 1973. They had a herbal shop in Hong Kong, and previous to that, they had a herbal shop in Guangzhou, China, mainland China. Growing up, the herbal business was really just for locals, local Chinese. But through the years, it just have gotten more and more mainstream. And now, most of our customers are not Chinese, which people find shocking because if you're here, you say, well, you're in a predominantly Chinese neighborhood. How is that so? Because we have a lot of practitioners who are not Chinese, and they send their customers here. I myself am a pharmacist. In Western medicine, we don't easily accept things unless they're clinically tried, regardless of the history. But I think that through the years, practitioners of Western medicine looked into Chinese medicine, participated in Chinese medicine. So I think that's very exciting because in Asia and China, Chinese medicine complements Western medicine, and there's no conflict. And people use what's best for the clinical presentation. I understand that there's hesitation about accepting a new type of medicine. Because people have this idea that it's like you go see a Chinese practitioner, some old Chinese guy behind a curtain doing magical stuff, and it's absolutely not. There's a system, there are texts, there's a long history. It's a very well documented medicine. I think the biggest draw right now is people want to take charge of their own health, head off disease before it happens. The herbs are generally used in the combinations. They're using formulas. Unlike in Western herbology where you use singular herbs, this formula is written by practitioners. And they do a traditional diagnosis, write out the formula for you. It's not like sipping on the Earl Grey. Absolutely not. In the herbal pharmacy business, we have to, quality is very important. We always look for is where it's grown, where's it indigenous to. Different herbs have different regions. When you buy wine, you just don't buy wine from anywhere. Just give me a Pinot Noir from anywhere, right? There's just certain areas in Argentina or in France or whatever, and it's same with herbs as well. Aroma is big. It's an herb that's actually oily, like Dangui, Angelica sinensis, has a lot of oils. So oftentimes one of the tests for buyers is to smell the root. Does it have a strong smell? Visual, that's also important to look at the colors, the size of the root, is it healthy? When I graduated in the early 90s, I told my colleagues that I was leaving the pharmacy profession to work, to come back to the family and work in herbal medicine. They thought I was crazy. They thought I had like 3 heads. But many years later, I run into them. They think it's not such a crazy decision. As a matter of fact, they think actually it's a pretty smart decision.